Welcome to Uthai Thani, Thailand, stop number 3 on my 30 Thai cities in 30 days. And yes, I'm standing in a classroom, an old, historic Thai schoolhouse. It's super cool. And typically I don't feature a lodging of where I'm staying right into a video, but this is different. I feel like this old restored schoolhouse turned into a hotel is super cool. So I'm gonna start it here and take you through my Uthai Thani 24 hours, very short time. But in that time, I want to go through some of the sites here, like the Emerald Temple, and then take you to the real popular morning market. There's also a floating village, homes that float on the river, and take you to a very popular pad Thai place and try to meet or talk to any foreigners that I happen to meet along the way. Because from what I can tell so far in this town, it's mostly local. I think right now we're mostly in farmland, including rice fields, and then there's a lot of cattle. So you'll see a lot of cows, especially when I was riding here. There was a lot of cattle herders even walking along the road. You got the cattle herding, you know? This is what it's like riding through Thailand right here. Along the roadside, cattle herder. Sorry, Cap. Oh, this one? Ah. She has a slingshot. Wow. Good stuff, huh? All the cattle. Okay. Back on the road. Uthai Thani, here we come. And then as I do with each of my videos for 30 Thai cities in 30 days, at the end I would give you my kind of first impression. Even though it's not long enough time to really assess whether I would live in a place, I'll answer that question at the end of this video. Would I consider living in Uthai Thani? And here we have the offerings for the monk. Young man gave his offerings, received a blessing. What a great way to start the day. Looks like we have the fishermen doing their stuff down here. It's a beautiful morning in Uthai Thani. What do we have here? Oh, wow. Fresh fish, huh?
Yes.
Where will they go?
I bought it from him.
You just bought the fish?
Yeah, I went to in the water.
You'll put them in the water?
Yes. Let him free. Let them free. Ah, sure.
Let them free.
Yep.
Wow.
Oh, good.
The fish are more happy now.
Yes.
They get to go swim.
Happy.
Wow. Good, huh? Sorry, Cap. The guy at the hotel said to list the top 3 things to visit in Uthai Thani. She said one of them is this, the morning market. It gets started early, 6:30 a.m. I want to show you where I'm walking right now. Oh, and also, if you like vegetables and produce, I think this is the best market I have seen in Thailand with vegetables and produce. Sunrise right about now. It's beautiful out here on the river. Kids are out here having their morning porridge. Hello, good morning. How are you? Oh, your porridge looks so good. Good morning, how are you?
I am fine.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Just pineapple and coconut. I'll definitely come back here before I leave this morning. More fish. Fish. Wow, look at there. All the avocados. Roy. Wow. Hello, hello.
What you do today?
Market. Right off the morning market, we have the Chinese temple. They say a lot of Chinese influence in the Uthai Thani, and you can see it here. And now that I'm here, I lived in Taiwan for a year during the pandemic, and Uthai Thani feels to me a little bit like some of the towns I used to visit in Taiwan, because I rode my bicycle around Taiwan a couple times, and it feels familiar in that way. I feel like it's the closest I've felt to Taiwan without being in Taiwan. Oh man, I think I'm gonna stop here and get a pineapple. Aroy, sarikap. This guy has some really nice fresh, what does he have here? Some fresh pineapple. Wow, amazing. He has fresh pineapple and watermelon. Yeah, one pineapple, please. Only 20 baht. I think it's the least expensive. Cup. Only 20 baht. I feel like everything's a little bit lower priced here in Uthai Thani. And there's one shop up here I just want to see. I want to see what it is. It's like these big buckets. I don't know if it's maybe fish paste. I might need the help of you guys watching to identify exactly what this is. Not sure what this is. I'm going to take a look. These big buckets of fish. Sorry, cup. Is fish? What is balang? Fish? Fish. No? Balang. Balang. Fish, I think. Fish? Huh. One of you guys watching, you're gonna have to help me out. I have no idea what that is. I've never seen it. He said balang, but I have no idea. I think it's fish, but I don't know what it's mixed with. So I'm gonna rely on one of you watching this video to identify what looks like sludge in those buckets. I'm gonna grab a coconut. It's gonna be my first meal of the day. I know it's making the obvious, but I haven't really seen any foreigners in Uthai Thani. Maybe a few, maybe a handful or so. Wow, thank you. Cup. The first meal of the day. You have coconut ice cream?
Yeah.
A lot of morning hustle going on. Do any foreigners live here in Uthai Thani?
What?
Any foreign live here?
Yes.
Really?
Today have a lot of Farang.
No, but do they live?
Yes. Oh, no.
No.
They don't actually live here.
Visit.
Just, yeah,
Why do they visit?
tourists.
Why?
Would you like to live here?
Well, maybe. I don't know. Do I? You think it's good?
Yeah,
Why?
it's like quiet.
Quiet?
Yeah,
And why? Why else? What else is great?
quiet, slow life,
Quiet, slow life.
and food,
What kind
and
of
people.
food? What is the favorite food?
It's fish,
Fish.
แกกัง fish ปลาแม่น้ำค่ะ
What is? A fish?
Yeah.
Okay. And another question for you. If you had to pick 3 things to go see in Uthai Thani, what? The Crystal Temple?
That one.
Crystal, motorbike to the hill,
And the morning market.
and the morning market.
Yep.
This is Crystal from Austria, and like something from the sample of above, like heaven or nirvana. Yeah, like just look beautiful, like grass and sparkling. Up there, really.
Well, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes.
Enjoy your trip here.
Yeah, thank you. Where are you from? Uthai Thani?
No, I'm from North, from Chiang Rai.
Chiang Rai.
Yeah.
You live here?
Not yet. I live in the UK.
You live in the UK,
Yeah. Where are you from?
America.
America.
But why are you here?
Well, I'm just want to practice meditation. It's really
For how
good.
long?
Well, I'm here maybe 6 months.
6 months. And you
Yeah,
are
but-
from Chiang Rai. You live in the UK. You are in Uthai Thani to practice meditation.
Yeah.
Where do you prefer, UK or Thailand?
Oh, definitely Thailand.
Why?
The weather, the everything.
weather,
Yeah, the food.
the food.
Weather, the people. As
The people.
well, and the temple.
They're blessing their baby. You know, it's easy when you're staying in Thailand enough time or doing a motorcycle tour like I'm doing, it's easy to get temple fatigue because there's so many to see. But I'm glad I stopped at this one. And if you look at Google Maps, this is the most popular, I would say, attraction in Uthai Thani. So I'm glad I stopped in. The hours are kind of limited, but it's cool. Regardless of what can sometimes be temple fatigue, I'm glad I made the stop at this one. So it's really cool how they've preserved this hotel. And this is the old classroom. There's even a theater next door where they have the performance center, which is now turned into a restaurant. Of course, they added the swimming pool, and then the courtyard is beautiful where they raise the Thai flag every morning. And I think it's one of the more special accommodations, at least I've experienced, since I've been in Thailand. Where are you from?
Germany.
Germany. How long are you here for?
Just arrived today
Why do you come to Uthai Thani?
because I'm meeting my friend
Your friend lives here?
and my dad, yes.
Wait.
No. He's coming.
Uh-huh.
He's doing a tour
Uh-huh.
around Thailand and
Uh-huh.
he's coming here today and it's his birthday.
Oh, okay, so great. And can I ask you why Uthai Thani? Why?
Because it's part of the tour.
Oh, there's a tour.
Yes, my dad is doing a tour and
Uh-huh.
he's coming here today
Mm.
and it's his birthday and that's why I'm here.
But
to
where
surprise
did you
him.
come from?
From Bangkok,
And you came here to surprise him.
yes.
Do you live in Thailand?
No, just here for traveling.
Visiting. Well, that's great. Happy birthday to your father.
I will tell him.
Yeah. See you later. From Germany. I'm always curious why or how people end up choosing these like Uthai Thani to come visit.
Thank you very much. Good luck. Take your time.
I'll take a look around. I'm excited to see this room.
Welcome to.
Yeah, thank you. Wow, it's a big room, I'll tell you what. Huh? Sofa. Nice. I love this stuff. Whenever you give me horizontal surfaces in a hotel room, I get really excited. Places to pull out the laptop, set my belongings, and get comfortable. And what do we have here? We're gonna go out here on. Oh, we gotta unlock. Come out here on the terrace. Oh, nice. See? Oh, nice. Very nicely done. Very cool. Wow. I'm impressed. It's an old schoolhouse, and I need to look it up, but I think it was $80 a night is what I paid. So you get all this charm and this kind of cool design, and it's like a remodel, rehab, restoration for about $80 a night. It's so cool. You live in North Carolina?
Yeah.
What brings you to Uthai Thani?
I have a factory here.
You have a factory?
Work with these guys 18,
Oh, you live here?
20 years. I know, I don't live here.
You live in Thailand?
No, I live in North Carolina.
But you come to Uthai Thani often?
4 times a year usually.
What kind of factory?
Footwear.
Footwear?
Yep.
Here?
Yes.
Your name?
Troy.
Troy. You live in Carolina?
Yep.
Amazing, man. Yeah, here, please.
I haven't spent a lot of time in this town actually.
So let me just introduce you really
This
quick.
is pretty cool.
I want to, Troy,
whole area.
I want to introduce you real quick.
Okay.
So I'm out here having a swim in a beer Lao. This hotel keeps getting better. And Troy walks in. Troy, originally from New Jersey, lives in Carolina, comes to Uthai Thani 4 times a year. And I got to be frank, I thought I wouldn't meet any expats or foreign guys here.
Yeah.
And a lot?
I meet guys here all the time. Yeah.
Really?
Guys,
And you've been
most
coming here.
guys.
You've been coming here for how many years?
18. Yeah, at least 18.
18 years. Has it changed much in that time?
Yeah, it has. It changed quite a bit. The people have changed actually.
Uh-huh.
So I've seen a rise
Mm.
of the women in this country. That wasn't here when I first got
What do you mean?
Oh, I think they're rising through the groups of the men, and they have higher positions in companies now.
Oh, I see.
They have all kinds
Managers.
yeah, when I first came, they wasn't like that. But
Okay.
it's now.
So there's more upward mobility for a woman. Independence.
Yeah, that independence for women here, I think, has changed greatly in 18 years.
Huh. What do you think? So you've been coming to Uthai Thani many times.
Yeah.
You have a factory here.
Yes.
What kind of footwear?
Dance
Dance?
footwear,
What's the brand?
Capizio.
Capizio has a factory here?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yep.
I mean, I got to tell everyone a secret. You too. My mom, when I was 10 years old, put me in ballet. I wore Capizios.
Thank you.
You know, and I was so embarrassed, right? Actually, it might have been, no, I think it was around 11 years old. But you know what made me feel pretty good about it later, like right around that time? Lynn Swan came out and said he does ballet. Remember?
Remember that.
And then all of a sudden, I went from being, I don't know why my mom tortured me that way, because it was hard. You know, I was so embarrassing. But then when Lynn Swan came out, you know, all of a sudden it became kind of cool. And I think Bo Jackson too later.
Later, yeah.
You know,
I remember
so I know Capizio. I wore Capizios, but boy, it was trauma as a 11-year-old. You know, Troy, what would you say to? There's some guys watching this that are back home, and they maybe they've never been to Thailand. They're curious, but I'm trying to tell some of them that you can come have these like micro vacations in the countryside.
Yeah, you can.
And you know, a room here was only $80. I'm making 30 Thai cities in 30 days. I'm on stop number 3. How would you describe Uthai Thani after all the visits you've been here?
I think it's a great place to visit for a short period of time, find a nice hotel like this, and then go see some temples in the area and just have a good time and enjoy the people. The people are lovely here.
What do you tell those guys back home? They might have a passport. Maybe they only used a passport to go to Mexico. What do you tell them as far as in regard to getting out and exploring
In this country?
in general?
In general? Oh, go enjoy yourself. You only live once. Come on. Go see some countries. Get out of the U.S. It's a good place. It's a good thing to do. You can't...
Healthy for the
can't-
brain.
Yeah, it makes you appreciate where you come from.
Well, you hit it right on the head. I think if
So-
more Americans traveled,
Yeah.
America would be a better place.
Yeah,
It'd give people more perspective,
absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
Well, man, great to meet you. I really wasn't expecting to meet an American in Uthai Thani.
Well, you never know who you're going to meet in Thailand.
Yeah,
Come
man.
From everywhere.
They'll catch up, huh?
Yeah. Good meeting you. Have fun.
Yeah, thanks. Gonna grab a snack. I was told this is a very popular pad thai spot in Uthai Thani. Wow, they're really cool. Fresh, nice and fresh. Yeah. Wow, famous pad thai in Uthai Thani, right here. Look at that. Everything from, we have a baby over here pulled up on the scooter, and these guys are ordering like 4 or 5 servings to take home. What's my first impression of Uthai Thani? I'm loving it. As a footnote, they do have a football team here, a soccer team, that is League One in the Thai League. And I like their stadium because, in fact, usually the stadiums in Thailand, they're a running track with the field in the middle. But I like what they did here. They actually put the bleachers right behind the goals, which is kind of cool. You feel like you're on the game more European style. What about nightlife? Compared to my last stop, Kanchanaburi, where there was a whole strip dedicated to kind of Farong nightlife, there's none of that here. The only thing I saw last night when I was driving around, there was one little local bar, but otherwise very little nightlife. Okay, would I live in Uthai Thani? 24 or 36 hours, which is about the amount of time I'm spending on each of these stops when I go 30 Thai cities in 30 days. It's not really enough to know a place, but I get a pretty good gut feel. And my answer on Uthai Thani, number one, I was stuck in Taiwan during the pandemic, and I drove around the island twice by bicycle, and I got a pretty good feel of Taiwan. Where it has that same Taiwan small town feel, that kind of gentleness, politeness, a little bit of innocence. It just feels like a preserved, gentle culture. I haven't experienced anything like this in Thailand before. Very few foreigners. I think I've only seen no more than 10 this entire time in Uthai Thani. So would I live here? I would definitely spend 3 months here. I spend most of my time on Serenity as a base. And here reminds me a lot of Serenity, but even fewer tourists and fewer foreigners. I like it. I like the market vibe. I like the river there being by the water, feels good. It's a bonus that they have a football team, a soccer team here that's in Thai League One. And you're wearing a Uthai Thani jersey.
Oh, Uthai Thani from Uthai
Elephants?
Thani FC.
What is the name of the team? Uthai Thani
Uthai
Elephants?
Thani FC.
Oh, FC.
Yes.
Getting my workout in before going to the next stop, Sukhothai, and Stamp
Yes.
and Poon. And they're nurses, and they work in Uthai Thani.
Yes,
But-
I'm working in Uthai Thani.
Today is your day off.
Today my day off. When I have a day off, I will exercise every time when I day off.
Your English is good.
Yes. Yeah. And she is a gym girl.
Gym girl.
Yes.
Yeah, we can tell. Both of them in such good shape.
Yes.
You know?
She teach me when she free time.
Oh, like fitness trainer.
Yeah.
If somebody comes to visit Uthai Thani, what should they visit? What should they do? If somebody comes to visit Uthai Thani,
when you
where
come
should they
to-
go?
When you come to Thai Thani,
Yeah.
what do you do?
Uh-huh.
I think you should to go to temple. Do you know Wat Tha Sung?
Yeah, I went yesterday.
Have you ever been go to Wat Tha Sung?
Yes.
Okay, ที่แบบ it have a palace grass.
Yes.
Okay, and
Beautiful.
Yes, beautiful and palace gold.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And sometimes when you have a free time a little bit, you can go to Saw Yim Jalern for exercise
Right here.
in the morning.
Oh, what a good idea. What is the name of the gym?
Saw Jalern Yim.
Sosalin Gym.
Yes.
Because when you're outside, there's no sign in English. It's in Thai. But I'll put the location in the description to the video, a link. Yeah. Stamp. Boom. Have a great workout. Have a great have a great workout.
Yeah.
We're gonna let them get back to the gym. All right.
Bye.
See you on the next stop.
See you next time.
Good. So my thoughts, would I live here permanently? Probably not. But would I come back for 3 months and just enjoy? Is a place to focus, do some work, live a real simple, peaceful day-to-day life? Definitely. I feel like if you were writing a book or if you just wanted to go into focus mode, I give Uthai Thani a thumbs up. Would I live here? Probably not for an extended period. I think I'd come back for 90 days. I feel like it'd be the perfect place just to focus. If you were writing a book or something like that, or if you wanted to get a lot of work done, I think Uthai Thani would be the perfect place to do that. It's peaceful, it's quiet, it has all the rice fields. I mean, there's some beautiful temples here. The market, amazing. There's a lot of nourishing food, all the fresh produce. Next stop, I'm gonna go to 3 more towns here in the north, and then I'm gonna hop over to Isan and circle through eastern Thailand on the motorbike before working my way through Bangkok and all the way south. Next stop for me today is Sukhothai. I have almost a 4-hour ride ahead of me, so I'm gonna hit the road and see you tomorrow for the next episode of 30 Thai cities in 30 days.